All right, what is up, you guys? Sage here, CEO, founder, Legacy Africa, and this is how I built a personal brand without being a clown. Now, some of you may laugh at that, but it's actually really, really important to me that I build a personal brand without virality, without sensationalism, just through actual value creation and pure work ethic. So I think we stop there. Now, for context, this is going to be a bit of a rant from me in terms of my views on what social media is as a tool in terms of building a personal brand, why to get into it, why not to get into it. So some things are going to be opinion pieces, some things are going to be actual numbers. Let's start with the actual numbers and how you can actually get to what you want to get to, and then you guys can get out of here, and then my actual people who want to see what I have to say can stick around to the end of the video. Um, Actual numbers, if you do the math on it, if you do, let's say, 3 shorts a day, like 3 shorts per day. And we're also breaking the myth of the 200 view jail. If you do 3 shorts a day and they each get 200 views, and we're assuming that literally these same 3 clips you're going to take and you put that same clip that you've made on TikTok, or let's say you record the clip, you edit it on TikTok, that same edited clip you're going to post on YouTube as well. That's across 2 platforms, and then you take that same clip that you've edited on TikTok and you're going to post it on Instagram, which is going to automatically post it on Facebook as well. So now you're across 4 platforms. If you do the math on that, you're doing about 600 views because listen, we're assuming you're never ever going to get lucky. Nothing's going to hit, nothing's going to stick, right? All you're going to do is 200 views across 3 videos for this timeline. So boom, you're on 600. You multiply that out, you're on a few thousand. If you multiply that by 7, by the end of the week, you're sitting at about maybe 16,800, or you only get to that after you multiply it out for the, oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah, yeah, you've got 16,200 and 16,800, and you multiply that out to the entire year, you're going to be sitting on about 800,000 views. Now, this is assuming nothing goes wrong, nothing goes right. You are just coasting at 200 views. You'll finish the year almost with a million views. And that's not including whatever you're going to be doing long form, not including anything. We're assuming nothing else is feeding into this except for the fact that you're doing 3 clips a day. So that immediately breaks that myth of the 200 view jail thing that people talk about. It's like, bro, you're not in any sort of jail. Number one, you need to increase the quality of your videos, and the most important, highest leverage thing you can do to increase the quality of your videos is to increase the quality of what you're saying, the quality of the content. It's like anyone and everyone can just clip this, snap that, twist it, turn it. But at the end of the day, if you're not providing value, then people are not really going to stick around. And what I kind of want to prove with this is you could literally be recording with a camera in your room and provide people a lot of value, and they will stick around for it. Um, you don't have to be a clown. You don't have to be sensational. You don't have to be all those things. And we get into the rant side of things, perhaps. Hopefully, that I've kind of operationalized and like mathematically broken down. It's very important that whenever you want to do something, you break it down to first principles. You break it down to the question that is, what within the laws of physics say that I can't do this? Whatever you set a goal. So if you told yourself, like me, that hey, I'm going to build a personal brand and I'm not going to do it off of sensationalism, I'm not going to do it off of being a clown, dancing on TikToks and doing this and that. It's asking the question, okay, what do I actually want to be known for? What do I want to drive? And how does this help me get to that end result? Which is also very important. Now we're getting into more the opinion side of things. I think if you want to make money, there's no need to be famous. Your favorite influencer is probably broke. I repeat, your favorite influencer is more than likely just like barely getting by on brand sponsorships and whatnot, and that's not going to be something that's going to last them for an entire lifetime, and they're wasting this time instead of building actual skills for themselves, just being viral and being sensations. That's how you end up in those situations where people are years down the line and they're stuck creating that same gimmicky type of content because that's all they've built as a skill. That's all they know how to do. Um, so I think it's very important to understand why you want to be famous to begin with, why you want people to know you, what do you want them to know about you, and what do you want to be like known for. Those are all very important questions to ask yourself before you even get to this game, because you don't need to be famous to make money. In fact, you'll probably make more money if no one knows who you are. Like this that I'm doing right now, I'm giving people grounds and means to say I actually don't want to deal with that guy because he said this in that video, and he believes this, which is different from my belief. Like more people will be less likely to work with me, uh, then I will gain people from having the videos out there. Now, obviously, the overall thing of building the personal brand is once it is established, it is up there. You kind of have a virtual profile, a real digital footprint in terms of who you are, and you've amassed a certain number of following. Then some people want to be around that. Some people want to be attracted to that, and it does attract sometimes the wrong people who want to be there for the worst reasons. But hopefully, it also gives me a platform and opportunity to gather a certain kind of people who want to provide value to themselves and to the people around them. And I kind of can give those people pathways to success in the way that I'm finding it currently. So a lot of where I'm at is due to those fundamental beliefs, the beliefs of breaking things down to first principles and asking yourself, man, what is it about this thing that makes it physically and mathematically impossible for me to achieve it? If you're not breaking any laws of math and physics, then you can probably do the thing, right? It's just going to be a lot harder than you think. It's going to take a lot longer than you think. And if you come in with the mentality of, oh, it will take a lot longer than I think, it's going to be a lot harder than I think. And you also, anytime you meet with um, struggle, you tell yourself that, like instead of thinking to yourself, man, poor me, why do I have to go through this? You think to yourself, man, poor everyone else who's also gonna have to go. Like the harder it is, the happier you should get because that's the harder it's going to be for the next person who's gonna try and catch you. And you're already gonna be ahead and have momentum. They're still starting. Anytime you run into friction, you should tell yourself, wow, this is why most people quit. And this is why I can't give up. Because if I get through this adversity, then that's one more hurdle for them to jump. You know, that makes the type of person that I'm becoming that much more rare is being able to get through this. So yeah, don't want to keep you for too long, but these are some of the foundational principles, beliefs that I'm using to build a personal brand. So what are we doing this year in terms of numbers? Assuming that I don't gain followers from, say, the events I do and some other stuff, endeavors, ventures that I'm a part of. Assuming those do nothing for me, just tracking the numbers, then hopefully we're gonna hit, like we're gonna gross 1 million in terms of views on all platforms. I think that's very, very realistic and very doable because, like, I did the math on those, and I hadn't done Instagram before, and I finished the year on a few 100,000, like 700,000 odd, mostly through TikTok, a few 100,000 through YouTube, and now that I'm introducing Instagram and probably Facebook, like I don't know if I'm gonna add. Let's if you do, then I'm obviously gonna clear like a monster, like a monster. Easily do well over 1 million views across all platforms, and then yeah, we'll see from there. We'll set another goal. We'll adjust. We'll yeah. It's gonna be a long and interesting journey in terms of adding staff, adding camera people, actually making a whole media thing out of this. Not sure exactly how far I'm going to take it in terms of that side of things, like how much production and production value. Um, but there is certainly something to be gained from being known for the right things and being known in the right spaces. Like there are certain rules within business that you do need to make sure you follow, you amend to. There's certain, ways of proving value and things first and this and that. And those all apply unless you have personal brand. Then you throw all of those out the window and your CAC becomes almost indefinable. And then it becomes how much LTV you can get out of each individual. But anyway, let me not get too technical. Thank you for watching. I've been Sage, standing on business, signing out.